Good afternoon, everyone, for this another day of the summer challenge. If it's the first time you get me live, just say hello. If you just joined the group, say hello. If you catch this by coincidence, then welcome. That I can properly welcome you. If you're coming back, then welcome back. For the topic today, part of the 60 days challenge for this summer, I want to address the topic of self-responsibility. And I think that's a topic that I'm going to discuss many times because there's many layers on self-responsibility. And in context of relationships, even more important. There is a time where in the past where I would usually, if someone was saying something that would trigger me, I would usually position myself as a victim and wonder, why are you saying this? Why are they doing it to me? Why? It's not fair. I'm the nice one. Why are they not nice? And I was not aware of the victim status at that point because it was my default mechanism. It was my default behavior. And so usually when we see the word through the lens of villain versus hero, we cannot be the bad person. So we position ourselves as the hero with whom people behave badly. And so we became the victim. But when we talk about building relationships that are supportive, that are fulfilling, that are helping us to grow and to evolve and get the best out of us, because I feel if you're watching this, you probably also had that kind of relationship. That person gets just the worst in you. And you have other people that just bring the best in you. But how do you get, anytime you want a good relationship, you get the person who bring the best in you? That's the question. And so many people are actually going to trigger something in you, are going to reveal something that wants you to react and to bring that part of you that is not the best to build a relationship. And if you observe how society works, a lot of relationships are actually built that way, where people react on top of reaction. And that's just a chain reaction where on top of each emotion, there is another emotion, another emotion, and another emotion. And because of the emotional contagion, then that just becomes this big bubble of reactivity. And relationships are built based on that. We are tiptoeing to not hurt anybody. We are tiptoeing to not use the wrong words. We are tiptoeing to not show or make the other person feel uncomfortable or feel they're not accepted. And we are being careful with how we say it and what words we use and the intonation we use and all of it. And so because we try to avoid people to react, we diminish our capacity to build a relationship that is genuine and authentic. Now, what I believe is that these can't be sustainable on the long term, and sooner or later, you're going to have resentment from one side or another. And if you look around in society, it's exactly what's happening. Some people are tired to tiptoeing. Some people are tired to always be careful what they say, how they say it, when they say it. And on the other side, you have people that are identifying with hypersensitivity. Yeah, but I lived trauma, so be careful how you address to me. Yeah, but I believe I have this opinion and I have this belief and that I have this identity, so don't mess up with me too much because this happened to me in the past and so I don't want to be in that position, so be careful how you say things. And so you have this dance between people who are tired to tiptoe and people who are reinforcing their identity. Because by tiptoeing on certain topics, we believe that we will actually prevent other people to feel hurt. And in reality, what happens in the whole paradox of the whole scheme is that by tiptoeing, we're not avoiding anything. We're just reinforcing the victim identity those people are taking. And they're hiding behind identities. And then you have identities that are built as identification that are used as an excuse. So what I believe is that when you want to build relationships, no matter the context, personal or professional, it's not much about what you can or cannot say anymore. It's about self-responsibility. Can I own myself enough that I'm not going to blame if I feel hurt, if I feel triggered? I'm not going to blame the person who said something, who did something. Can I be responsible enough about my feelings and my experiences, that when I hear something that is creating some uncomfortable feeling within me, or that is creating some discomfort and that is triggering me and reminding me of something and wants me to react, then can I be self-responsible to make the connection and realize this is a natural opportunity for me to reflect on that? And if I want to react today, that means that that thing is actually not a closed case yet. And so that's maybe the opportunity to open the file again and to close the case. And so what it means is that actually we approach things with curiosity rather than reactivity. And so when we take the level of responsibility that is necessary for this to happen, we become more curious and less reactive. And we become more curious because we see this as an opportunity to grow and to learn something about ourselves, rather than to judge. You shouldn't react, I shouldn't say that, you shouldn't react like that. And so usually you have either people who are victimizing and staying in that victim status, or you have people who are already on personal development journey and are willing to learn and willing to dive deeper. But as soon as the opportunity presents itself, they're judging themselves. I know I shouldn't react that way. Why am I doing this again? I know I shouldn't. I know I have to think positive. I know I have to manage my anger. But when you're saying this to yourself, you're actually already judging yourself, which is counterproductive on where you want to go. So approaching things with curiosity is the cure to judgment, is the cure to victimization, is the cure to blame. And God knows we really need it in society. We need it in our homes, we need it in our families, we need it with our friends, we need it with our coworkers, with our workplaces, and more globally as a society. We need to be more curious about what's happening around us, about people, about experiences, about the environment. We need to be more willing to learn from this rather than judging it and identifying ourselves with something based on what we judge. So the newsletter for July is not out yet. I haven't written it yet, but it's coming soon. So if you haven't subscribed to the newsletter, you can find it on my website. For now, I still have available a couple free offers that you can download, either if you encounter issues with personal relationships or issue with workplaces. You can find which one is more suitable for you. So far, it's still available. It's not going to be available any longer by the end of this year. You also have a lot of episode on the Weaver podcast. The last episode of season 2 is coming next Monday. I make a little break for the summer. Know that you have a lot to explore and dive into in all those episodes. And if you know that this is something you want to, there is a topic you really want to dive deeper into related to relationship, to conflict with someone, dispute, issue with personal relationship or with workplaces, the Clarity Call are here for this. It's the space I really created, the safe space I wish I would have had to have the real conversation that needs to be when we talk about building relationship, building social intelligence, building social maturity. Because when we're connected on all different technologies, social skills are actually going downfall. It's going downhill. And so we need to readjust what it means to build thriving relationship. What do I need? And many people, I'll do another video about that, but many people hide behind extrovert and introvert, and it has nothing to do with how social you are or not. You can be introvert and being super social and having a happy social life. It has nothing to do, but people take the excuse as usually, oh, it's because I'm introvert, I don't have a lot of friends, I don't have a lot of social event. That it has nothing to do. But I will talk about this another time. So it's a lot of discussion we need to have with what's happening in the world right now. You have things going on in your house, things going on in your work, and things going on with the world, and how you compose with all of it. Very safe places to discuss all this. And so the Clarity Call are this for this reason, and to give you my insight, to give you clarity, to give you a direction where to go forward from where you are. And so you have different options starting at $333 for a couple hours, and going up to 10 sessions. You can choose whatever is best for you. All right, and in the meantime, all the videos on the Facebook group are available for that this summer, and because of Facebook being Facebook, it's gonna be available only 30 days. After those 30 days, I don't put the videos anywhere else for now. It's only on the Facebook group, and so it's ephemeral. Is you listen to it, it's like life happens, it's the moment. So get the most of it. It's my heart-to-heart advice is get the most of all the conversation in those videos. All right. I see you very soon, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.